Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm going to do a mixed media background using a couple at-home kind of things, little tricks. And when it's done, I'm going to put it for free on my blog. My link will be down below. You can go download it and use it for whatever you want. You guys ask me all the time to do mixed media backgrounds, so I thought, well, let's get to getting. Okay, so one of the things that I think a lot of people overlook are napkins and paper towels. And I'm going to show you why in a second. You know, napkins and everything are great. They have, you know, pictures and it's really beautiful tissue paper. Those are fantastic to use. I'm talking about your paper towels. Now, if you look at this paper towel, you can see the pattern, and it's a little, what I don't want to say rough, but it has texture, right? And then if you look at this paper towel, look at the texture on this one. I don't know how well you can see it. It's hard to see, but do you see? So these are two paper towels that, you know, when you go to buy paper towels, I like to go to the dollar store, and I'm going to tell you, they're cheaper and they're rougher. But when I go to Walmart or wherever I go shopping and, you know, I get paper towels, I'm always looking for, first of all, I look for a good price, but I look for textures because I love using them in other things. So we'll use a piece of each of these just so you can see what I'm talking about. A lot of you are starting out, you don't have texture paste or modeling paste, molding paste, whatever you might call it. And, you know, you want to have some texture. Now, toilet paper is fantastic. I know, sounds weird, but it's not. You know, you can use whatever you want. So I'm just going to show you. We'll kind of do it like that. And I have my favorite Mod Podge. And I'm going to go in. And I'm using Mod Podge matte, but look, use white school glue, use whatever you have. I just really love Mod Podge, but hey. And I'm going to be building on top, so going to kind of do that. And now you look, I have this texture on this side and this texture on this side, so make sure you put down the texture side that you want. I never make it long enough. Oh my god, my cats are going to come in here right now and fight, which is just enjoyable. Now, Mod Podge has a great new spray Mod Podge. It's called Mod Podge Ultra, and I'm going to tell you, I love it. I'm not going to use it in this case because I know a lot of you don't have it yet. And, oh look, I'm going to get twofer. I didn't even think about it because I got my mind on a million other things. But now we can have both. Look at that. I thought it was a cheap single, but guess what? I was wrong. Now I'm getting 2 for 1, 2 for 1, 2 for 1. I don't even know what song that is, but okay. And I'm not worrying about bumps. I love bumps. So if you want more bumps, get in there and bump a bump. Now you're not going to be able to see this very well, obviously, because it's white. But when I paint it, you'll see. So I'm just going to kind of lay them like this. I really love that you guys loved my what did I do? The keto recipe. I love it. So I'll be doing another one next week for you guys. I love doing it. I'm hoping that I can figure out a way to film. I'm going to try to get my daughter to help me because it's kind of hard to film. I mean, I did it, but you know. I like them short like that. Let me know what you guys think. You know, when you're doing recipes. I don't like too long, so that's why I kind of did it the way I done it. Okay. Now, even if you have paper towels that don't have any design, it's okay because, like I said, you can mush it around. You can do whatever you want. You see, I have this texture, and then is this 2-piece? Oh, it looks like a might be. Come on, baby. I can't see. I gotta take my glasses off. It's a big thing. Okay, come on. And you can always save the bottom for another one. You can color it. You can do whatever you want with it. Especially if you could get it off, because you're old and you can't see. But I mean, look at that texture. It's fantastic. And then you got this texture. So make sure you put the right side down because I've done that before. All right. So we're going to have some texture. Girl, okay. Tell you what a day already. Okay, there we go. You're like, did she have her coffee today? Yes, I did. Believe it or not, I did. And, you know, like I said, you can go back now and lay down some glue on the edges if you want. Sometimes I like the edges sticking up. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I like to be naughty. And, you know, I'm not flat, so why always make everything flat? Why is everything got to be flat? All right, but I think you see what I'm saying. Just an easy fold like that. And I know it's hard to see. I'm so sorry. Okay. And I'm pushing it down, pushing it down. Okay, so I'm going to put my brush in there so I don't ruin it because I am good for ruining brushes. And you can see this one a lot better. Let me see. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? All right, so step 1 is done. What? She rhymes. She's awesome. Okay, so you can see, let me see. Now this is like a piece of paper towel that I, you know, put my paint on and whatnot to wipe off my brush. And it gives it structure. So, you know, I also can glue this down. So don't, you know, don't forget you have all these. And I mean, it's like already got like its texture. It's fantastic. So a lot of fun. All right. Might have a cat hair in there. Do I? No, I don't know what that is. Okay. Nor do I want to know. My cats are everywhere. So this won't be being sent out. It'll be scanned in and you guys can use it. And then when you look at that, you could say, is that a cat hair? Is it a string? We don't know. Nor do we want to know. We're just using it as texture. Hey, it happens sometimes. I make sure when I make stuff and all that my cats aren't in here because I know some people are allergic, and then when you buy stuff, you know. I mean, look how fast this dries. Yeah. And plus when you paint on top of it, it's going to just as well, you know, it'll help seal it down. So let's work with some greens. Greens. I swear I had a light green somewhere. I'm going to add some, let's do some yellow and green. How's that? We'll do yellow. I'm going to tell you the colors, but you use whatever you have. This is Moon Yellow from Folk Art, which is my favorites. And I'm just going to like do a pew. Oh, nope. I didn't shake it good enough. That's all right. That's just, come on, I use this all the time. Why are we going to do this? It's all right. That's why you got to keep the caps on, people. We ain't using that one. We'll use medium yellow. That's my fault. I unscrew it and paint, and then sometimes I forget. So that is definitely my fault. So I'll just take a little piece. It still spreads really good, but I'm not gonna. See, I'm a mess. There we go. It's all right. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes, like I said, I like walk away thinking. Plus, I do this. Where I should just take this off, like clean it off. You should always clean off, but, and close the cap. Me? No. I'm like, oh, I'll be back in a second, and then I get in the kitchen or I do whatever, and I'm like, I forget until the next day, and I come over. So I just have to scrape that top off, and then it'll be fine underneath, but not the best decision, Kelly. Okay, so now I'm going to take some clover. Clover, clover, come over. We're going to pop that down. And you know what? I'm not going to use that. Oh, I'm going to... Now you see, I'm wiping on here and everything else, and I have that big yellow that I kind of took off, like a mush around. And then, you know, when it dries, it's going to give me another piece if I want it. But let's take a scraper. Let's just take an old credit card, gift card, whatever you want to call it. Let's scrape. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that texture. And then get over here. And the more you mix it, obviously. I am not somebody who does a lot of pretty things. I love dark and gritty and grimy, and maybe it's an age thing because I'm so old anymore. But, you know, maybe that's it. I don't know. I mean, I like doing pretty things, but I swear I always am like, well, I'm just going to throw white on there. Smudge it around. Okay, so I'm lightly, I was like, what was that bang? Must have been the cat. Scraping down, just lightly, to add more texture. See, we're getting more texture, and you're not even using anything, right? And it also helps dry, because I know a lot of you starting out don't have, I always tell you guys, look, if you don't have a heat gun, use your hair dryer. If you don't have a hair dryer, go to your local Goodwill. $2 at the most, and you get a hair dryer. And if you go on the special days, they have special things going on. I do enjoy me a Goodwill. Plus I like giving, you know, I give a lot of clothes. I just cleaned out my closet, and what I've decided to do, which I was going to say for a keto vlog, but what I've decided to do since I'm losing weight is clothes that are like absolutely big on me, I'm giving to Goodwill, because first of all, I don't know anybody as big as me here, and then you know, like people, like I remember going to Goodwill and looking for clothes, and you know, you can't find really good 2X or 3X, so I thought, you know, plus I don't have them, so then in my mind I'm like, well, you can't gain that weight back, Cal, because you don't have the clothes. So we go through them maybe once a month or so, and this will be my second go through. Also, oh my god, I might as well just, maybe I'll do my vlog today. Maybe I'll wait. Oh wait. You can't even tell there was a cat hair or fuzz or whatever that was. She's a rhymer. She's a rhymer. Get it going. Get it going. Okay, anyway. So, now, let's take, let's do some, what do we want to do? Let's take some bubble wrap. Come on, who doesn't have bubble wrap? If you don't have bubble wrap, let me know down below, and I will send you a teeny piece. Cheap and easy to mail in the mail. I like rather do stuff like that people don't have. I mean, maybe people don't have bubble wrap. Maybe I'm the only Amazon, I was going to say something, but maybe I'm the only person who buys from Amazon. It's way too much. Okay. So I got some bubble wrap. But you can get, I have the big ones too, and I don't know what I did with it, but we're just going to play with this. Let's do this. And then I'm going to take, and throw that away. This is just a stamp, you know, you put your stamp on, boom. I'm going to use it as a palette today because I'm a hot mess. And I'm just going to lay it here so I can put my colors on there. And then I'm going to grab, boom, 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 bright pink. Say what? Bright pink. That's what I said. Let me tell you, I'm going to give you another hint. Save your meat containers, your styrofoam. You can print on them. You can draw and print on them. You can use them as palettes if you don't have. I'm telling you, starting out, I'm just giving you my tips. My tips and tricks, okay? So I'm going to take this. You really can't see it, but, and I'm going to like pat it around. Because I don't want big clumps, but I want to, you know, I want it fairly. And then I'm going to start like this. Easy as Sunday morning. Yeah. 'Cause it's easy. All right. You know, Lionel Richie is shaking in those boots. All right. Boom. Okay, there we go. Now, that's it. I just don't wipe it. I just lay it there and say, I'll see you later. Now you can definitely take this and let me see if there's a place that I don't have anything here, and you can give it a smoosh and it'll come up. Look, it gets the ridges and all. And let's do down here and see. Didn't get the ridges there, but that's all right. It kind of picked up the texture from that and started repeating it. But I mean, you know, you don't have to waste this. Give it 1 squirt of water, like a bloop, and put a piece of printer paper on top. You got some deliciousness there. So maybe I'll show you that in a second. I will just do a bloop. There we go. 2 bloops, sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to dry it just a little bit. And the reason I'm drying it, I usually kind of just work on top. But I want some of those, you know, the bubble wrap, the circles to come through. Who knows if they'll show at the end? I might have to do more. I don't know. But I just like giving it a quickie. Okay, so now, dun, 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 I am going to figure out what I'm going to do to fill in. So what color do I want? Let's do a little bit of Ocean View. It's just like a pastel-y blue. You see, I really don't use palettes that much. I will use this, or I'll use my nonstick mat, or I love parchment paper, but I'm out of it right now because cooking keto and you don't want stuff to stick, and you know. Okay, you can see I'm just dotting it around. Not a big deal. And do we want our credit card again? Do we want to just kind of do it with our gift card? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Can we do it? Can we do it? Okay. I'm kind of using this like I would use white. Except I don't want white. I want to cover up the white, if that makes sense. So you see, I lay it down, and then I'm like, oh, where else do I want it? Because what I love to do, like I said, is I like to take white, water it down, or black, depending on my mood. Today would probably be black. And I would, see, but look at this great texture. Come on. I would whitewash it or blackwash it, and then wipe it off a little bit and just give it that deliciousness. Now I'm going to go this way, because we're going to turn our paper. I just don't know. I don't want to touch that. But you see how I'm scraping this way? Kind of going the opposite. And look at that. Now you can see, like up here, it needs a little bit of some lightness, because that's what it did. When you add, like when you do layers, right? If this makes sense. I don't know. Let me know down below if this makes sense to you. Let's say, like you see, I started layers. Well, the more I put on top, it pushes that all back. So that becomes like the background, right? It pushes it back, and then what you see when you first look at it is the top layer. So I don't want too much of the green, but I want some of that green coming through, you know? So, and of course, whatever colors you're using are going to be pushed back. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to use these colors, if that makes sense. All right, so now I'm going to dry this. I'm going to try to do a live stream. Like, I'm going to try to hook it up and see if I can go live. I just got to find out. I know that I don't like to do live streams when other people are doing it. I just feel funny doing it like that, because I mean, they're doing their live stream, and until I make if I start doing it and liking it, you know, that's one thing. So if you see me going live, don't get too excited. I'm just trying to set it up. You can come visit and say hello. And maybe I'll do, what do they call it, an impromptu? I don't know what that is, but see, now, you see this? Now I can go back with my wet, give it a squish, maybe even a nope, we're not turning it. But look, you just get that little bit. Little bit. Oh, I love it. Okay. I get too excited over things. It's not right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull it out of my book. And this is just an easy beginners. This isn't like, I use scrapbook paper and book text. I do all kinds of stuff. Maybe we'll do that on the live stream. But for today, I just wanted to show you guys a few easy tips to, you know. So this to me is finished. I love it. Now, these whites and all, what this is if I tear this off, and good God, if I do this now, it probably won't work. I gotta take my glasses off. It's a whole thing with me. This getting old stuff is really not working for me. Anybody got a time capsule? It just isn't, you know. Come on, baby. I know, I'm not on camera. It's all right. It's all right. Just trying to cut this, or rip, you know, the perforated or whatever. Oh, okay. There you go. So now you can see, like, around the edges, like, oh, where else do I need something? You know, I like the white because I just think it adds a little bit, so I'm not going to do anything to this. And I think I'm going to call this done. I was going to do stencils and whatnot on top, but I'm kind of digging this. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Now, as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Maybe I'll sit and do a vlog in a few minutes. But I wanted to do this and just show you how simple. You don't have to do a million things to do this. And if you don't have bubble wrap, you know, use a back of a pencil and just do dots, or, you know, there's a million things. And like I said, I'm going to do a video, I think, like 5 things from home you can use in your mixed media as texture, you know. This is a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys do anything similar to this, tag me on Facebook or Instagram. I'd love, love, love to see what you guys do. And like I said, check out my website. It is down below. I'll try to link it, like, at the end here. I don't know if I can. I don't understand all that linkage stuff. I try to, but I don't. And then go get it, download it, and it'll be yours. All you'll have to do is click it, the picture on my website, right click it, say save to my computer, and it's yours. So free, you can do whatever you want with it. Print it out on your printer. If you have an HP, if you have an inkjet, it's fine. If you have a laser, it's fine. You can put it on a memory card and take it to Staples and print it out on an inkjet or laser there, you know, for like 10 cents or something. So it's all good and good. So I love you guys so very much. Please share me around. I appreciate being shared around, sharing all this love. And progress, not perfection. I love you guys so very much. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.